It's Dalvin Cook visit day. The Jets lost one of our fan favorites, and practice returns. Let's get into all of it here on the show.
Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor gosh darn Sycamore, baby. For me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Happy Sunday morning, everybody. My name is Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Make sure you guys like the video here on YouTube. Also, hit subscribe down below. And while you're down there, we have a daily article that goes with every live video show to catch you up on the latest Jets happenings. And there's exciting news. Today is Dalvin Cook visit day. It seems like he's been visiting for 100 years, but with all the media opportunities and things, but he's officially visiting today, number one. Number two, the Jets returned to practice. They've had the last 2 days off from practice, both Friday and Saturday, and now the run goes on because they're going to have practice today, practice Monday, practice Tuesday, and Wednesday, I believe, is the travel day from there to Ohio, and then I'll be traveling on Thursday morning to the Hall of Fame game, baby. It's going to be juicy, and I'm looking forward to it. But before we get into all that, we, of course, have to address, and that's also included in the article down below, Quan Alexander. Jets fan favorite, wasn't here long. He joined late in July. The deal became official in early August for Quan Alexander joining the New York Jets roster in training camp. And he immediately became a fan favorite. He immediately became a key cog in the machine for the New York Jets. And I know fans loved him. They wanted the Jets to re-sign him. They wanted the Jets to bring him back. But ultimately, in the simplest form, if we're going to put it in a way, Jet fans wanted Quan back more than the team did. And honestly, we will see if the team is right, of course, or the fans are right in all of this, because at the end of the day, they being the Jets, are relying on Jamien Sherwood's development. Now, a couple of key factors here. For those who don't know, the Jets operate with a 4-3 defense. Now, what does a 4-3 defense mean? 4 are the defensive linemen. 3 are the linebackers at the second level. However, in today's modern NFL, there's a lot of nickel defense played, which means that third linebacker is often replaced by a slot corner. In the Jets' case, that's Michael Carter II. Obviously, you want to try to get him on the field as much as possible. So Quan wasn't always on the field. He appeared in all 17 games. That's the first time. That was a career year for Quan. That's the first time that he's played a full season since 2016. That was 7 years ago. Unbelievable. So he stayed healthy. And the other thing that's important to note about how the Jets perceive this linebacker room, despite the fact that Quan appeared in 17 games and made 12 starts, he only played in 49% of the defensive snaps. Again, going back to what I just said about defenses playing primarily nickel, and specifically the Jets. But I didn't want Quan back for the 49% of the time. That's not why I wanted Quan back. I wanted that warm, tingly feeling in my stomach when I hit the pillow at night. Do you know what I mean? And it's this. The Jets' starting linebacker tandem of Quincy Williams and C.J. Mosley is solid. I love it. C.J. Mosley brings the veteran leadership. Quincy gets the speed. I love it. But, and knock on glass, as apparently my desk is made out of, the point is this. If one of those two goes down, all of a sudden, we're talking Chaz Surratt, Jamien Sherwood, Hamza Nasser-Lardine, and Zaire Barnes. No offense to those guys, but they're just wildly inexperienced. So the Jets would be relying on some coaching and some, developing happening there. Now, if they believe, and they do, in Jamien Sherwood, then they'll be right, and Jamien's a cheaper option, a younger option, and he can not only help you this year, but hopefully moving forward. So we'll see if the Jets are right on the Quan Alexander situation. Full details down below. He joins the Pittsburgh Steelers. He worked out for the Steelers back in May. So we'll look forward. Now, there was some late hope for Jet fans. Hey, Aaron Rodgers did this massive restructure, massive new deal, and took a $30 million pay cut. Maybe all Jet fans' wish list dreams will be checked off. Oh, they're going to sign Dalvin. More on that later. Oh, wow. They're going to bring back Quan. Like, this is going to be the perfect offseason. You know, Thanos and the Infinity Stones. We've gotten everything we wanted. Unfortunately, not. Not everything. Pretty good offseason, I'd say, but not everything that I think some Jet fans would have wanted. Keep the comments coming. We'll jump to those here in just a minute, but I want to make sure that we answer the bell here, and the bell that I want to answer is, so today is Dalvin Cook visit day. He will be visiting the team. The team's practicing, so we'll have several pictures, photos, reports, and things of that nature with the Dalvin Cook visit. And we'll also get to our poll of the day as well, which you guys will be free to check out. But I don't know if you guys saw this. You may have. I'll be honest, I did not see this live. I returned. I call some football games, for those who don't know. I was able to return to that last night for the first time since tearing my ACL and having reconstructive knee surgery. It's locally here, the Syracuse Strong, so I'm the voice of the team. And I got to return yesterday. So my phone was in front of me, but obviously I'm not scrolling the Twitter sphere, doing any of that jazz. But I hear Tony Richardson, yes, the Tony Richardson, longtime NFL veteran, obviously played for the Jets before as well. He did this interview with D Loves Sports. And in that conversation, Tony Richardson says he has inside information. Why don't we roll the footage, and we'll let you guys make some judgments here. Here is apparently Tony Richardson, NFL insider extraordinaire. Let's roll the footage. Let's roll the tape.
We got to go NFL real quick. What's your prediction for the Jets this season?
You know what? It's all predicated on guys staying healthy. I've been to Jets camp. I guess the last 3 days, I obviously didn't go today. They got a new quarterback by the name of Aaron Rodgers. There's a new running back that's coming. I'm not releasing anything. I think that no one knows, but Dalvin Cook will be signing with you.
He's signing?
Like I said, I got a little inside information.
Okay.
So
you heard it here first.
Dalvin Cook will be he'll be a Jet for sure.
Wow, Tony Richardson, NFL extraordinaire, said I got a little, and then he said it so casual, so nonchalant. Yeah, I got a little inside info. He's going to be a Jet for sure. Oh, is he? Tony Richardson, is he? Dalvin Cook visiting the New York Jets. Okay, Tony, we see you. So let me do this. Let's throw up our poll of the day. You guys can also find that below. And it is this, baby. Yes, we tweeted it out this morning. Here's the poll of the day for all our folks at home. Here we go. Jet fans, today is Dalvin Cook visit day. The question is, do you agree with Tony Richardson and his inside scoop? Does Dalvin Cook choose not to leave the building and sign a deal today in New York, or does he go back home and evaluate his options? Because there were some floating stuff that no matter really what the Jets do, that Dalvin Cook plans on going home and evaluating this. But I will tell you this. I've spoken with Dalvin Cook's agent, and I asked him about the visit plans, and he told me, Dalvin Cook's agent, over the weekend, we've been communicating. He said TBD, and the TBD is this: that depending on how the Jets set this thing up, Dalvin Cook could stay here for multiple days, or it could just be one day. And one or the other may not indicate good or bad necessarily, but just to share that intel, that inside scoop, that this could be a multi-day visit or just this visit in terms of a singular day. And we'll see if that means anything. Because, think about it this way real quick. Quan Alexander, right? He worked out for the Steelers, visited facilities, physical, all that jazz back in May. That was 3 months ago. And he didn't sign until yesterday. So just because a deal doesn't happen immediately doesn't mean it won't happen. But his agent told me that. All right, let's get some comments in here. Dalvin, gosh darn Cook, baby. I would just love it. That would be exciting. Dakota, always in here with the first comment. Major respect. Zoinks! Juicy! I love it all. That's phenomenal. Oh, my father jumping in. Let's throw this in here on the old Facebook page. What do you expect on Thursday night from the Heavy on Jets? And I'm sure he's indicating the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And of course, that Jets Hall of Fame game, which I'm very much looking forward to. First off, just a real nerd out moment here. I've never been to the Hall of Fame in my life, but it's always been on my bucket list. Me and my dad used to watch. Obviously, I've been watching football my life because of my father. And you are in the atmosphere and situation that you're presented in. My dad, a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, a super football fan. So I've become a super football fan. So I've been a longtime historian of the game. I love the game. I love the pillars of the game. And to see this Hall of Fame class, again, I was talking to my dad over the weekend. And last year, I was visiting my father in Mississippi, and we watched the Hall of Fame game in his man cave. It was the Raiders and the Jaguars, because I remember on the cover of the poster was Derek Carr versus Trevor Lawrence, and obviously neither of those guys played. And somewhat obviously, I don't know Browns land yet. I haven't reached out to Browns people, but they're probably not playing their starters either. But it doesn't matter. It's not about the starters. But the thing I was talking to my dad about was like last August, right? I was sitting with my dad, watching the Hall of Fame game like so many others. And then a year later, I'm going to be at the Hall of Fame. So shout out to heavy.com, my employer, for making that possible. That's so cool. And I'm going to nerd out. And I can't believe I'm going to be up in the booth for this Jets-Browns game. I am media credentialed through the entire weekend. It's going to be special. It's going to be special. And beyond the Jets, obviously, Darrell Revis, Joe Klecko, what better year to pick? But a lot of NFL legends. Zach Thomas, and I get this is probably blasphemy as a Jets guy talking about a Dolphins guy, but I've been begging for this guy to get into the Hall of Fame for a long time. So Zach Thomas. Joe Thomas, another modern candidate. That's phenomenal. DeMarcus Ware, baby. I mean, this class is spectacular. So it's going to be a treat. In terms of the Hall of Fame game itself, the Jets are not going to be playing their starters. I really hope we're wrong about this, though. We talked about this on a different Boy Green Daily, which, again, is a daily New York Jets video show live every single day at 7:30. Yes, sir, we're dedicated. But we talked about this a couple days ago. Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic was on the Can't Wait podcast earlier this week, and he is skeptical. Zach Wilson will play on Thursday night. And I'm kind of like, what the hell? What do you mean? And he said, well, there's going to be some backup offensive linemen. So, again, it wasn't a report. He's just skeptical it's going to happen. But I say, if the Jets aren't going to play their starters for much of the preseason, that's what Robert Saleh indicated on the Michael Kay show, then all of the backup linemen will probably be in at varying times. So I don't know, man. I want to see Zach Wilson. And I get it. You don't want a Mark Sanchez situation from the Snoopy Bowl where he gets in there behind a shoddy offensive line, gets hurt. You don't want Zach Wilson to get hurt. That's not what I'm saying. But, man, he needs as many reps as possible because in a perfect theory, he's not playing during the season because Aaron Rodgers is healthy or in trash games at the end that you're already winning by a lot. So I think he needs as many reps as possible. So what do I expect? I expect to see some amazing battles. I love the Hard Knocks-y, and again, we literally have Hard Knocks, but I love the Hard Knocks battles of players fighting for their lives, and this could be the last time they're ever on a football field, so I really try to cherish all that. So I freaking love the preseason. I know some people hate it and don't care and don't consider it real football. I love the preseason, so I can't wait to see that in person. That'll be phenomenal. Thanks for the question, Pop. That's right. The lead. Can't wait to see Dalvin sign with us just for the sports media to say, see on the off-season grade scale. Yeah, some people, the Jets have become a punching bag. Everyone wants to see the Jets fail. So everyone wants to see the Jets fail. That's for sure. Yeah, and Dakota, great point. Quan, love. Steelers fans better appreciate him. Yeah, he's again, I thought what Quan brought to the table is he was an emotional leader. He had timely, big-time hits, which were emotional. He was a good pump-up guy in practice because sometimes the Jets were a little down in practice. I don't think that's happening anymore with Aaron Rodgers, but there were moments where practice was kind of, energy was low, and Quan's like, oh, hell no. Let's raise it on up. Bump it up. Ooh, ooh. Doing a little bit of that action. So that's nice. What time does practice start? I believe they normally start around 10 o'clock. Right in that range. So it should be coming up here in a handful of hours because the Jets training camp live show normally I think is at 10:15, and the players are already on the field at that point. So, somewhere around there, 10-ish. Yes, that was Quan's the healthy season thing. Again, I mentioned it earlier in the show. It's the first time he's been fully healthy since 2016. So shout out to Quan. I love Quan. Good for him. I'll be rooting for him. Let's see. Interesting. My father, Mr. Cook, has hit the wall. This will be a reverse Robert Jones situation. Buyer beware. Again, I just push like my father, and I never thought my father would align with the analytical crowd, but here we are. I push back on the nerds in the back of the room. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I'm not trying to say nerds are useless. Okay. They can provide stats and analytics. Dalvin Cook, nerds, has run for 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, 4 straight Pro Bowl seasons. The numbers don't lie. And sure, you could say, wow, he's really boom or bust on a lot of plays. Look at this. Oh, he fumbles a lot. Look at this. I don't know, man. I see a wildly productive player that's been one of the most productive running backs in the NFL. Like, he's only behind, like, Derrick Henry in production over this crazy span. I saw the stat on Twitter. Like, nerds, shut the hell up. Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, holy cannoli. And plus, Dalvin Cook at the beginning of the season can be the rock for the Jets. He can be the rock. And when Breece Hall comes back, you have 2 guys. They extend each other's shelf life because they're both dynamic. And then think about the formation where Aaron Rodgers to his left, Dalvin Cook to his right, Breece Hall. Good friggin' luck, defense. Good friggin' luck. Okay? That's what I say. Good luck, baby. Anywho. Good morning, Matthias. Good morning. Let's see, Tom. Good morning. I did hear that as well in Good Morning Football. He said he likes to go over things. He also mentioned something similar on ESPN, but again, he was also asked, hey, is there a world where you sign right now, like during this visit? And he said yes. So I think if the money is right, he would have no hesitation signing. But yeah, normally he does go over it. But peer pressure, baby, is a hell of a drug. Yeah, we have 4 preseason games, Dakota. 4. So again, most teams only have 3 now because they eliminated one of them. But the Jets have the Hall of Fame game, they got the Panthers game, they got the Bucks game, and they have the Giants game. So they have 4 preseason games. Yeah, I think we all know, quite frankly, Alan, that either Michael Carter will be traded or Donovan will be cut. Maybe Donovan has some sort of trade value, but I doubt it. Carter has more trade value. So if you're trying to get a return on investment, you probably trade Carter. If you just want the best room, Carter's probably better than Donovan. So you're probably having Breece, Dalvin, okay, in whatever order, and then Carter. Yeah, I mean, I just don't anticipate keeping all of those guys. One of those guys is probably ejected out. So we'll see. Let's see. Dakota, hello, everybody. Snow. Brian Campbell on our Facebook page. Boy Green, is the Devontae Adams and Cook thing real? What are we going to do with these extra players? The Devontae Adams thing is real in the sense that this offseason he expressed frustration with the Raiders' philosophy, their quarterback situation, and everything else. So he was pretty open about that stuff. So he could be moved. That's possible. Now, does it happen mid-season? Maybe. Does it, happen in the offseason following year? Aaron Rodgers comes back, whatever happens. He's like, hey, let's go. Let's link up, baby. He's like, sure, let's go. And they figured out possible. That's possible. So TBD. The Cook thing is certainly real. Obviously, he's visiting today, and there's a chance he could sign. According to Tony Richardson, he is signing. So interesting. We'll keep an eye out for that. Pump for Izzy. Yeah, Izzy. Yeah, because, again, that's the other running back we're not thinking of. Izzy. Could be kind of tied up here with this situation. Good luck, Quan. I love all the love here. Quickly, just making sure I don't miss any more of your guys' questions or comments. All of them are flowing in, which I love here on a Sunday morning. Surprise cuts. Let me see. I don't know if it could go either way, but like Nick Bodden, like some people would be like fullback. That's not a surprise, but like he's been heavily used in practice, like weirdly heavily used. So like if he stays, then probably Zach Kuntz cut at tight end could happen. I don't think there's any real big surprise cuts in the defensive line. They keep all the big names. Maybe one of the safeties, it could be, I think Jordan Whitehead, Adrian Amos, and Tony Adams are the locks. And then there could be Ashton Davis. Is he finally gone? Is he back? I don't know. Corner back into the roster could be interesting. Is it Bryce Hall? Is it, I think Brandon Eccles is probably safe, but like a Javelin Guidry, those kind of things, those aren't big surprises. The only one I'll throw out there, and I don't know if this is a cut necessarily, the fun channel, Corey Davis. Keep an eye out for him, man. I don't know what that entails. Like the Jets say he's going to be there, but that contract seems pretty expensive for a 3rd or 4th receiver. So keep an eye out for that, I would say. I'd keep Bam over Carter. Yeah, you guys are going all over the place on which one you prefer. Do we sign Cook today? That is the poll of the day, guys, so make sure you vote. Again, there is a world. Well, Tony Richardson says it's happening, so take that for what you will. But do we sign him? I believe we do. I believe Dalvin Cook puts pen to paper, he signs, and then we all go crazy, and we all watch it on Hard Knocks. Yes. Sign me the hell up. Let me do this, everybody. We got 88 people in the room. I want this to happen for you because here's the fact of the matter. We have 77 Jet fans that are currently in our contest to give away a free Jets jersey. Free. A Jets jersey of your choice. Free. Free. All you have to do is hit the link down below. Follow to the In Case You Missed It section, and it explains our contest. People, I am literally trying to give away a free Jets jersey. I don't know how there's only 77 people, but I want you guys to join the party. I want you guys to hop on the train. Win a free Jets jersey of your choice. All you have to do is this. Find the details in the link down below, and then once you find the link, click it, and then scroll down to the comment section. Tell me who the Jets are going to beat, who they're going to lose to, in their final regular season record. You do those three things, and you'll know you're in the right place because you'll see 70 other Jet fans have done the same exact thing. If you get the prediction right, either exactly right, you win the contest, or you pick the right amount of wins, 12 wins, 11 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins, whatever amount of wins, you will be entered into a raffle to win a free Jets jersey. One lucky Jets fan is getting a brand freaking new Jets jersey of their choice, and I want it to be you. So all the details down below, baby. 77 Jet fans have. More should. Do it right friggin' now, baby. We're trying to celebrate. You're running out of time to enter this contest. So much getting away. I mean, odds of 1 in 77, although probably even better than that, depending on your placement. I mean, people, I don't know what else I could do. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll keep an eye out for the Dalvin Cook situation. Also, stay tuned to the YouTube channel. We got a juicy trade proposal where a new name could be coming to the Jets. We'll be talking about that on the YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for Boy Green Daily. We'll be back tomorrow morning live at 7:30. Hope we could see you there. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy